have to do is point.
All you have to do is point.
Can you come right now?
We're on our way.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
News that matters to you. Around the bay, around the world, around the clock. All news 1069 and AM 740 KCBS. It's Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Coming up on KCBS, the search and rescue mission in Surfside, Florida at the collapsed condo building is temporarily halted. Deadly weather-related mudslides in central Japan. And good evening, I'm Susan Kennedy, KCBS News Time, 8:31. The search and rescue mission in Surfside, Florida is on pause as crews prepare to take down what remains of a condo tower that partially collapsed 10 days ago. CBS News correspondent Omar Villafranca has more.
Recovery efforts have been slowed by safety concerns, and with the storm system taking aim at South Florida, officials said they didn't want the remaining building to fall and cause another disaster. Alan Klisheimer is a structural engineer hired by the city of Surfside.
No one really knows in detail exactly what the condition of the remaining building is. If the storm's going to hit, if the wind hits a certain amount, we're going to tell them to get away.
Parts of the debris field were off limits to crews for safety reasons, in part because the pile was holding the damaged building up.
And the death toll now stands at 24. 121 people remain unaccounted for after the collapse. At least 2 people are dead after mudslides in the central Japanese city of Atami. 20 people are missing. CBS News correspondent Lucy Clark reports.
Witness reports described a horrific sound as 10 houses were wiped out in a matter of minutes. The town's mayor ordered more than 20,000 households evacuated in what he called the worst such disaster in decades.
Searchers and rescuers, I should say, are searching for any survivors. The massive air base in Afghanistan served as the anchor of America's 2-decade-long war is now in Afghan control. CBS News correspondent Charlie D'Agata is in Kabul with more.
Bagram was a crumbling, shrapnel-scarred shell of a former Soviet military airfield when U.S. troops first took ownership after 9/11 in 2001. Over the years, the sprawling installation swelled to the size of a small city, 30 square miles of residences and fast food joints, airplane hangars, a 50-bed hospital. Much of that equipment was reduced into thousands of pieces of scrap, destroyed so nothing could be reused by the Taliban and handed over to local scrapyards.
Violence has been raging throughout Afghanistan since President Biden announced troops would withdraw unconditionally by this coming September 11th. Data from the CDC shows the country has fallen short on the president's goal of having 70% of all adults receive at least one shot of COVID-19 vaccine before the 4th of July. CBS News correspondent Christine Ruffini is at the White House.
The president picked cherries at an orchard in Michigan with the state's governor, Gretchen Whitmer, while the first lady toured a Revolutionary War-era lighthouse in Maine.
More than 70% of Mainers have gotten at least one vaccination shot.
Their tour is meant to highlight the progress that's been made fighting the pandemic. But only 20 states and Washington, D.C. will meet President Biden's 70% vaccination goal by July 4th. The largest unvaccinated pockets are in the South.
The death toll from COVID-19 in the United States is now above 5,000. Millions of Americans are on the move to enjoy the holiday weekend. CBS News correspondent Olivia Luciano reports.
People in LA are crowding flights and freeways, part of a nationwide record-breaking holiday travel wave. Nearly 2.2 million flyers went through airports from coast to coast Friday, with more on the move this weekend.
Seems like everyone just wants to travel and get out of here.
Airports are struggling with a crush of travelers.
Come on, you fucking cunt.
Wait
Move it, bitch.
6 hours
Let's
and
go.
Many are still not fully operational due to staff shortages, with long lines inside and
Causing traffic, you bitch.
closed.
For the July holiday weekend is typically one of the busiest times of the year on the roads. KCBS's Jennifer Hodges reports that's why there'll be extra
Go, you
enforcement
cunt.
by the CHP.
So what does that really mean?
Basically, what
go.
the maximum enforcement period is.
Oh my God, this
is when
person.
we take every available
Let's
officer
go.
and we have them out.
What's the matter with you?
California.
You fucking drunk on drugs?
They are specifically looking
Fucking
for
LCU 353?
unsafe train movement, violations
It's like an
that are
owl,
known
sure.
to cause collisions.
They're hoping to cut down the numbers from last year, which were pretty high.
There were 36 fatalities on California roads, and there were 738 DUI arrests
Stupid
made
idiot.
statewide.
Probably
They're
drunk
getting some help
already.
from out of state too, with officers from Oregon and Washington
You're
helping
drunk
to
already.
monitor the stretch of I-5. Nearly a quarter
Driving
of
in the
fatalities
freeway.
on the road
Come
last
on,
year
move
were
it.
speeding, with half of those
Uh-huh.
drivers not wearing seatbelts. Jennifer Hodges, KCBS.
The KCBS News Time now at 8:35. About 50 fans gathered at the grave of Jim Morrison in Paris on the morning of the 50th anniversary of his death. Colleen Ambar drove 7 hours from her hometown in the French Alps. The 21-year-old student and amateur photographer was moved to be by the grave.
It's very emotional to be here to remember Jim Morrison, to show him in a way, maybe somewhere there, maybe floating around, to show him that he's not forgotten and that we acknowledge his talent.
Doctors conclude that Morrison died from cardiac arrest. No autopsy was performed, and when the Doors manager arrived in Paris a day later, Jim had been placed into a coffin which was already sealed. KCBS News Time 8:36.
Fremont Bank. If there's one thing we understand more than anybody, it's that it takes a local bank to really get the needs of local businesses. Fremont Bank has the flexibility and motivation to service your business loan needs like other banks can't or won't. With our full suite of business loan products and recognition as a top SBA lender in the Bay Area, Fremont Bank is the right choice for local and family-owned businesses. Fremont Bank. Learn more at fremontbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Larry Flynn, owner of the Floor Store. July 4th is the one holiday that lights up our country. We want our 4th of July sale to do the same. So from now to July 5th, everything in our stores will be 20% off. That means carpet, hardwood, tile and stone, waterproof flooring, and even countertops. 20% off everything in every store, plus 18 months free financing. There's just one thing. It ends Monday. Go to floorstores.com to find the nearest of our 9 showrooms. From Santa Rosa to San Jose. Floor Store. Very Flooring Authority. The basketball playoffs have been crazy. Buzzer beaters, sweeps, and both top seeds getting knocked out early. For a champion's crown, get caught up on all the action this Wednesday night with Inside the Finals, presented by Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. Odyssey's basketball experts break down all the matchups and get you ready for tip-off. It's Inside the Finals, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, on your favorite Odyssey sports station and the Odyssey app, brought to you by Shell.
From shredding to printing, the UPS store has everything for small business. And on July 5th, when the other guys are closing, we're doing another AIM altogether, opening. So while we're busy numberizing and copying, consulting and mailboxing, packing and shipping, well, they're not really doing much of any AIM. Both on July 5th, the UPS store. Every AIM for small business, all in one place. UPS store. The UPS store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Services, pricing, and hours may vary. See center for details. It is 8:38 at KCBS. First for traffic, here is Joe Hawkins.
Well, we go to the Bay Bridge. We're getting word of a stall westbound 80. It looks like it may be just past the island. It looks like the center lanes of traffic may be blocked here. We're seeing delays on West 80 from just about the Treasure Island exit, so be aware of that. This has also been reported close to Fremont Street. Benicia Bridge looking good. Highway advisory in effect, but traffic is moving at the limit. No delays on 80 if you're making your way out of West Sacramento towards the Yolo Causeway. We're looking good through Davis and Dixon and Vacaville. Highway 12, problem-free towards Rio Vista. If your travel will take you out to Lodi, you'll find a smooth ride. No problems on 4 between Concord and Antioch, and 580 is clear across the Altamont and through the Livermore Valley. Not a problem. You can let us know via Twitter at KCBS AM/FM Traffic. Your next update at 8:48 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
And our forecast for the Bay Area, we've got some clouds and fog with drizzle and overnight lows in the 50s. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning and then becoming a sunny 4th of July with highs in the 50s to upper 60s at the coast and by the bay, upper 60s, middle 80s for the inland area. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Did you know that 1 out of 4 men suffer from ED and low T? Prime Male Medical has the solution. Listen to Dr. Robert Brownlee from Prime Male Medical.
At Prime Male Medical, we have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in treatments for ED and low T, and we have a 99% success rate. Most incidence problems can be treated in just 1 visit.
At Prime Male Medical.
Francisco. Get your customized evaluation for just $99, which covers a full year of free visits, including a PSA test, testosterone test, and Doppler ultrasound. Call now, 415-761-4037, or go to primemailmedical.com. That's 415-761-4037.
Smart and Final celebrating 150 years and planning a 4th of July barbecue that swings like it's 1946. Before you grill up your burgers, save some dough. Smart and Final's got USDA choice beef loin tri-tip roast for $4.99 a pound, limit 2. Putnam here from Putnam Automotive in Burlingame. After more than 50 years in automotive sales and service, Putnam knows quality auto body work. Chilton Auto Body, our only choice for auto body work, repairs all makes and models. Also in the business for more than 50 years. Chilton Auto Body operates 12 convenient locations around the Bay Area. Chilton Auto Body provides free estimates whether someone dinged your door or you couldn't avoid.
Come on, losers!
Tell them. Putnam Automotive
40 miles per hour, let's go! No fucking 20 miles per hour. Stupid jerks. Fucking drunk, that's what they are. That's why they're driving so fucking slow.
367-mile-long trail between San Francisco Bay and Humboldt Bay has taken a major step forward. KCBS's Jeffrey Shaw reports funds have been allocated to plan the project.
Backers of the Great Redwood Trail see it as the West Coast version of the Appalachian Trail. In this case, linking the Bay Area to the tip of Humboldt County through some of the most majestic lands in the world. Harold Park is a commissioner with the North Coast Railroad Authority, which operates the train tracks that will comprise much of the trail.
You go through some of the most beautiful, the Founders Grove. The trail runs right next to one of the most magnificent old-growth groves, the Founders Grove, the original grove, and all the way up through the redwoods till you finally reach Humboldt Bay.
This past week, the state secured $15 million to conduct a preliminary study of the project, which would run along rail lines and existing or planned urban pathways.
So it'll be a hiking, biking, horseback riding trail, and that's where we have the work to do. But of course, that kind of trail is not nearly as expensive as the paved urban trails, and they're easier to build. But we have to deal with the environmental challenges. You know, that rail line has been sitting there in this sort of corroding state for many years.
It's been estimated that $1 billion will be required to complete the Great Redwood Trail. In Devon.